There are a lot of people who are looking forward to Borderlands 4, which is supposed to be coming out sometime next year on a date that has yet to be revealed. It's supposed to be released for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, and Steam. And a lot of people are praying to God that we get different writers because they didn't like the writing that we got with Borderlands 3. The story could have been way better than what it was. It wasn't nearly as good as the original game or even 2. But despite, Borderlands, 3 not having a nearly compelling storyline in comparison to the original game, um, the game managed to sell like 20 mil like after its release in 2019. So obviously the franchise is still popular, but there are people who have gone on record and said that the writing for Borderlands 3 had suffered a lot without Anthony Birch, and a lot of people are hoping that he would come back, but I'm not exactly sure if that's something that's going to happen or if Gearbox has any plans on making that happen. And you look at the Borderlands 4 trailer, um, it doesn't give us too much insight or anything on what the story is going to be about. But one of the biggest takeaways about the Borderlands 4 trailer was the fact that it looks like Handsome Jack from the second game, Borderlands 2, he might be making a return sometime in the future in relation to this game. And the reason people say that is because the vault symbol that you see in the trailer perfectly aligns with Handsome Jack. And it's something that a lot of people are excited about because a lot of people think that he was a better villain than the Calypso twins, who were the main villains of Borderlands 3. And I don't know. People feel like Borderlands 3 gets a lot of hate. Sure, it wasn't as good as the first game, but there are people who think the second game was like actually worse than the third game. I mean, people have polarized um, ideas about Borderlands 2 from 2012, and I think to this day, Borderlands 2 is like the best-selling game in the entire franchise. I think Borderlands 2 did like 29 mil, and Borderlands 3 did like 20 mil, and I honestly feel like Gearbox they have to do everything they can to make sure that this game is good and it's something that fans are going to be into. Because if you look at the Borderlands movie that came out not too long ago, that movie just bombed like really badly in the box office because I think they had a budget of like 110 mil or something like that, and box office wise. Um, it's done like 22 million so far, and it's like that's not good at all. And I don't think that's bad enough to necessarily kill the franchise or anything, but I think it'd be safe to say that we're not going to get another Borderlands movie anytime soon. At least I hope that's the case, considering how bad this movie was. And if you take a look at some of the reviews and all that stuff, I mean, like on Rotten Tomatoes, like the rating it got was so low that it was laughable for the most part. And I don't even know if I should say the number or anything like that because of just how bad this was. But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how many people are going to watch this. So I'll just say it anyways. Um, I think it got like 10%, in terms of overall reviews. And again, it's one of those things where I guess you have a video game adaptation that pretty much just misses the mark, and and basically it's just like what happens when Hollywood gets their hands on a particular video game adaptation and doesn't really know what it's about, doesn't have any like soul or any feel to it in relation to that of what the creators intended it to be, and but I still think it's cool that we got a Borderlands movie regardless. And I do feel that Borderlands 4 can be seen as maybe damage control for how bad the movie was, which is why I'm saying that, this particular game has to be a success when it comes out. Now, in terms of like gameplay features and all that stuff, we have no idea on what to expect because we didn't see any gameplay in the trailer. It was kind of an announcement type of trailer, and it's quite possible that we'll see another trailer, possibly a gameplay trailer before the end of 2024 or sometime in early 2025. But But either way, I think Borderlands 4 was definitely one of the biggest things to come out of Gamecom 2024 thus far. I am hoping that this game is better than Borderlands 3 from 2019 and even Borderlands 2 from 2012, and I do feel that the Borderlands franchise like has the potential to become more popular than it's been within the past couple of years and throughout most of the teens decade. I just think that they need to stay away from television and film for a while because we have a lot of video game adaptations and movies and all that stuff, and I feel like with Borderlands, it's something that has to be done the right way, and I do feel that the movie didn't necessarily do the franchise any justice or any good or made it even bigger than what it was. But but yeah, I mean Borderlands 4 I feel like is going to be one of the top games that people are going to be looking forward to in relation to 2025.